Hi guys, and welcome to Reen's Place. Tonight for dinner we are going to be making a cheeseburger macaroni, like a hamburger helper kind of copycat, and we're doing it in our Ninja Foodi. So what I have here now is I have my Ninja on sear saute, and I have it on high. It's been warming up for a couple minutes while I was gathering my bits. So I'm going to just stick a little bit of olive oil in here, and I'm also going to stick in one small onion that's been finely diced. If you are using raw ground beef, you would put that in now too, but I was making another recipe, so I just took some of that out of here. So let me get these in here going, and while they're starting to saute, I'm going to show you what else we're going to need for today's recipe. So again, we have one small onion that's finely diced, and we're sauteing it in just a couple, I don't know, a tablespoon or so of olive oil. And I'm going to swing over here real quick. Okay, and what else you're going to need is you're going to need the oil, the onion, a pound of ground beef. Mine is just over half a pound. That's what I have. Again, if you were doing this with raw meat, starting it, you would put it in now with the onion, but mine's already cooked, so I'm going to let the onions go first. After this is all, the onions and the meat are together, we're going to add a little bit of garlic, some salt and pepper for taste. We're going to need some beef broth, some Worcestershire sauce, some elbow macaroni, some tomato paste, and when it's all completely done cooking, we're going to need some cheddar cheese. And I'll give you the amounts as we go along, but I will also put the directions in the description box below. Okay, so let's get back to the pot so we don't burn our onions. They're getting a little dark, so I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil in here. And since we are going to pressure cook this, I'm going to just throw this in now too, and let that, that onion will cook the rest of the way while it's pressure cooking. Okay, so we got that all going on in here, and I'm going to add, I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of minced garlic. You could obviously use fresh garlic. I'm just going to put a little bit in there. I'm also going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to the meat while it's cooking. And again, if you're making this, for dinner for a larger family, you could double the recipe, or you could just add more ground beef, whichever you want to do. Whenever typically I make like a boxed hamburger helper, which honestly has not been since my youngest daughter was at home. When I did used to do that, neither she or I liked a bunch of meat in it, so we would always do like half a pound of ground beef whenever it called for a pound. But put as much as you like in. Okay, so that's looking good to me. I'm going to add a little bit of the beef broth. Just get anything that's stuck to the pan off, we're all good because we didn't do the beef in here. So that is 2 cups of beef broth that I just added. To that we're going to add about a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. And I'm just going to eyeball this because less things to wash, right? We're also going to add a half a can of tomato paste. Get the garlic off of there. And this is going to give it a lot of good flavor and color. Okay. So we're just going to give this a stir real quick. Okay. To this, we're just going to add our elbow macaronis. And I have a half a pound or 8 ounces that I measured out. Give this a little stir. Let's check my ingredient list and make sure I've got everything in. We've got in here a little bit of olive oil that we did the 1 small onion diced, a half a pound of ground beef, which the recipe calls for 1 pound. We're going to do a half a pound of elbow macaroni, 2 cups of beef broth, a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of garlic, salt and pepper, half a can of tomato paste, and when it's all done cooking, we are going to add the cheese. And that will be 1.5 to 2 cups of cheese, depending on how you like it. Let me go grab the top for the pressure cooker. Okay, we're going to put this on. Make sure it's on seal. I'm going to take you out of this camera thing here so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. We're on high now. We're going to stop it. I'm going to check over to pressure on high, and I'm going to do it for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, we're going to do a quick release, and then we're going to open it up and throw the cheese in. All right, I'll be back soon. Okay, so we just hit the 5-minute mark, and now it's starting to count down. So I'm going to stop it. I'm going to do a quick release of the steam, and I'm going to do this, and then I will come back when all the steam is released, so that you don't have to sit here and listen to it and the dogs bark. Okay, so the quick release just finished and the pin dropped, so I'm going to open it up now. Again, 5 minutes. Oh, let me get a spoon. I'm going to give it a stir. It's cooked all the way through. I thought it would be watery, but it's really not. I hope you're not too. Okay, so while it's hot like this, I'm going to add 1.5 cups or whatever I have left in this bag of cheese. And then the heat of the pressure cooker and the heat of the macaroni that's in here is going to melt that. Just give that a stir. I'm sure that this is stout. Okay, and so I have to tell you, while it was coming up to pressure, because I sauteed the onion in here, and normally if you didn't have your ground beef already browned, you'd be browning your ground beef, your onion, your garlic in the olive oil, and because the pan was so hot, it literally took only minutes for it to come up to pressure. So I'm going to say this whole thing took probably less than 10 or 15 minutes, because it took most time just releasing the pressure. When I did the quick release, that was the longest amount of time. That even was longer than the cooking or the coming up to pressure. So, okay, we're all here. I'm gonna get some of this. This is dinner tonight. Okay, let me see. Super hot. It's really good, actually. I think the part that makes it good is that you put the tomato paste in, so it kind of just adds a little bit. It doesn't just taste like macaronis and ground beef. Yeah, I definitely make this again. The noodles may be a little soft, just a little bit. I might do it for like 4 minutes next time, but I definitely will be making this one again. Let's see. Yeah, this is definitely a super quick weeknight meal. Anytime, really. So I hope you guys give this recipe a try. What I would suggest, again, let me just show you real quick what I use. I use these Great Value elbow noodles, and I use the 1/2 pound. I probably, next time, if I use such a small noodle, I probably would do 4 minutes. Other than that, I would say it's just good the way it is. It needs a little bit of salt, but that's okay. I do that when I sit down to eat. Well, I hope you guys enjoy this Ninja video. I hope you give this recipe a try. It's very easy. And check back soon for more Ninja videos. I will be making another one either this week, end of this week, beginning of next week, for, I'm going to do my lentil soup that I make every week, almost every week. I'm going to do it in the pressure cooker here in the Ninja to see if I can make it quicker. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't done so, please hit that red subscribe button. Leave a comment below. Also, I'm going to link in my description a $20 code that if you use when you purchase something at the Ninja website, what happens is you get $20 off your purchase of $100 more, and I will get $20 off of my next purchase of $100 or more. So thanks for watching. Give this recipe a try. I think you're going to enjoy it.